Hello to all my guys, girls, days, and everybody in between. Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, the shaman of ShElite, Katie Kinsey Bay. And today, I decided to make a special little video for you guys. As you can see by the title, this is my favorite / the best WrestleMania entrances. So, today marks 2 weeks until WrestleMania 40, the big 40, which your girl will be at. So I decided, why not make a fun little YouTube video, use the tier list maker that I've never used before, so this is going to be fun and scary. I hope you guys are ready to experience that. If this goes well, I'll make another tier list video in a month or so. If this goes poorly, this will be the only one I do. And that's okay. But, before I do that, make sure you guys, we are already on YouTube. You're already here. YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Make sure you subscribe. Did you subscribe yet? Now you have. Cool. Subscribe. Like this video. Comment your tier list for these entrances, because this is my opinion. This is where I think they should go. If you think that should be different, tell me in the comments, And typically, you can see twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase for the live videos, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish, give or take. Patreon.com/ShElite Showcase will have a new video up soon. I still need to record it and possibly get music. If not for this one, then the next one I do, because it'll be a fun little time. I'm going to drop a sneak peek kind of on the Patreon, so make sure you follow and you can see what I'm going to talk about. And with it being Women's Month, first and foremost, Venmo a lady in your life some money, please. That's all I ask. Cash App too. If you want mine, just message me. I'll give it to you. I'll take money, sure. But ShEliteShowcase.com, our merch, the rest of the month, all of March, promo code 15% off. Support us. Support your women. Support your women podcasters specifically. So, what I did, found a list, a YouTube video specifically from WWE. They have a playlist. It's the 30 best WrestleMania entrances. I will link it in this video. I found pictures from their list. Some I couldn't find. A few I didn't find, actually. I couldn't find AJ Styles from WrestleMania 36, which was the Boneyard match, I believe. And Randy Savage from WrestleMania 8. Couldn't find a picture of, or a good picture, so we just don't have those. But I was looking at this list and I was like, there's some that should be on here that aren't, so I added a few of my own. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you the picture of the entrance and what WrestleMania it's from, and then I'm going to rank it. Shall we begin? First up, because it's alphabetical order, Alexa Bliss. Now, this is on WWE's list. They have it ranked number 28. This is from WrestleMania 34. Look at her standing on top of the world. She was the Raw Women's Champion at the time, as you can see. I like it. It's unique. Helps her stand out. I think I'm going to rank this. I think it's pretty tame for some of the stuff we're going to see. So I'm going to give it a solid B. B for Bliss, if you will. See what I did there? God. These puns, man, I'm telling you, I'm killing it. Absolutely killing it. Andre the Giant. This is from WrestleMania 3. This is also on WWE's list. Number 24. WrestleMania 3 This was the WrestleManias. This was the time where they had like those little square things that you can see, that would like take them to the ring. Might have also been when Andre like wasn't the best health-wise, so that could be a possibility. Yeah, Bobby the Brain in there too. I know it was like only the third one, but a lot of people were like coming to the ring in small rings like that. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna give this a C. It's not that intense, you know? It's not that spectacular for the WrestleMania entrances that we know. So I'm just gonna stay with a C. Nobody get mad at me for these. These are just my opinion. This is just what I think based off of WrestleMania stuff that I know. Up next, Benito, Bad Bunny. This one also made the list at number 8 from WrestleMania 37, which is crazy to think about because Bad Bunny, a megastar, recording artist, singer, rapper, whatever you want to call him, his debut in the wrestling business, basically. Man Said a Canadian Destroyer. You guys remember that? That was crazy. The entrance was cool. It was him coming on the truck. The truck not seen in the picture. But he came in on top of that, like, I guess it'd be like an 18-wheeler. The hype that this got and the presence that he has. Let's see what I'm gonna rank this. I'm gonna give this an A. I'm gonna give it an A. Mind you, I can move these after the fact. Maybe like once I'm done with the list, I'll rearrange people if I feel necessary. But I think I'm gonna do A. Star potential, not super duper crazy, but like a little over the top, a little flash here and there. I'm not mad at it. Big Time Bex. Now this was not the Becky Lynch that this is not the one that we know and love now. This was Big Time Bex, so she's also on this list. But where? Oh, teen. This was WrestleMania 38. The Big Time Bex, the smoke, the Escalade, a little flashy. She was champion at the time. Nothing too crazy, just driving a car on the stage. I think I'm gonna say go to B. Nothing too crazy, nothing too flashy, but like still unique. B for Becky. Bianca Belair, who was not on this list, by the way. WrestleMania entrances, especially recently, you think of Bianca Belair's. Both of them. This was WrestleMania 38, the same one as Becky's prior. She had the marching band come out, the Texas Southern University marching band. Absolutely destroyed it, by the way. So, the fact that this wasn't on their list just astounded me. Astounded me. The way she had the crowd just like in it. And people still talk about this to this day, So the fact that it wasn't on their list, and this list was made last year. What do you mean it wasn't on your list, guys? This goes, where is it? That's an S right there. Hands fucking down. Hands down an S. That's by far one of the coolest entrances, especially for a woman. The power that you have, Bianca, God bless. And speaking of, WrestleMania 39 with the Divas of Compton, that little girl specifically, my heart, all the little girls with the Bianca braids, it was so, you can't help but smile at it. Like, it was the cutest thing in the world. the representation that Bianca has for like the next generation basically coming up is, again, that little girl was a trooper and the star. Bianca was the star, the star on her chest, but that little girl was second star to Bianca, if not the star. And they had a whole dance routine that Bianca like kind of helped them with. If you watch Love and WWE, the show, highly recommend. It's very good. It shows the whole process of her trying to figure out her entrance, and they absolutely smashed this. And again, it wasn't on WWE's list, which is a damn shame. But guess where it's going, folks? S. It's amazing. Proud of you, Bianca. Those are my S's right there so far. There might be more. Next up, John Cena. I'm a Cena girly at heart. What can I say? So, John Cena's on here a few times, both from WWE's list and me. This one is not on their list. This is from WrestleMania, I believe, 22. This is when they were in Chicago. He had the mob entrance. CM Punk was one of the mobsters. I feel like CM Punk, little bonus points there. This one was crazy because I'd never seen anything like it. It was like a whole production. It was very well done. It fit the theme. It fit the vibe. I'm gonna give Cena in Chicago. I'm gonna give it an A. It still did its job. It was unique. It was cool. I liked it. Gave the people something exciting to talk about. I'm gonna give it solid A. Next. So this is WrestleMania 23. I was there. I was at this one. This was in Detroit. The car through Ford Field and then through a pane of glass and then came out. I screamed. I shrieked, if you will. I lost my damn mind. This is on their list. This is number 21 on their list. I personally think it should be a little higher, but that's just me. I love it. It is going to get an A as well because it was dope as fuck to see. Just him driving. And mind you, I had nosebleeds for this. Like, I was up high. They showed like the whole thing of him driving through, and then fucking awesome. I loved it so much. Next up, WrestleMania 25. We got John Cena again with the C Nation Army. Literally an army of John Cenas. This is on WWE's list at number 2. Number 2 of the greatest WrestleMania entrances. Of all time. It's hard to beat that, He had a lot of Cenas. There's at least 25. Kind of fits the theme. It was cool to see like him and all of his doppelgangers. I wonder how many of them were wrestlers, or like wrestlers we know now. That's something to think about. I'm actually kind of curious now. But unique, cool. We love some doppelgangers up in here. I think it was simple, but kind of groundbreaking. They put it at number 2. I'll give it an A. It gets an A for me. Again, some of these might move. We'll see. We shall see. Next up. You might say, Katie, who's that? That's John Cena in an NWO shirt. This was from the Firefly Funhouse match, which is still so hard for me to say. This was WrestleMania 36. This was COVID WrestleMania. This was number 14 on WWE's list. He had a few different entrances during the Funhouse, like this, and then like he was prototype Cena, and then like normal Cena. For creativity, it's gonna get an A. All of John Cena's being an A. Who surprised? Not me. That whole match was just super cool, and the way they could do it because it was the pandemic, and nobody ever suspected it or expected either one. John Cena to be in an NWO shirt or turn heel, quote unquote. So like it was cool, and just that was such a unique match. So that gets an A from me. Next up, we have Charlotte Flair from WrestleMania 35. This was, I believe, this was Representation Mania. Yes. So this was when the women main evented. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I did some research, but not a lot. And I'm also bad with numbers, so sorry. She came in the helicopter. That robe is beautiful. The nice peacock looking to it. She was SmackDown Women's Champion at the time. Again, simple, but effective. Super effective. People were going to say, simple. She came down in a helicopter, Katie. True. She did. That is a thing that happened. I'm going to give it a B. I might bump her up. Depending. Next up, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, returning to WrestleMania 38. This was number 13 on WWE's list. All of the pyro in the world that he got for this. All the fucking pyro. This was Cody's comeback to WWE. But again, just a lot of fucking pyro, and it's Cody's. Like, we're used to that. I'm going to give it a B. Because just a lot of pyro and Cody coming back. If it would have been like 38 or 39, sorry, that maybe different. I don't know. Again, that's just me. That's just how I feel about them. Next, this is Edge, or Adam Copeland, if you will, depending on who you ask. WrestleMania 38. A lot of these are from 38. Now that I think about it, this was his Judgment Day looking ass entrance with the purple and the fire and the darkness. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember much from this entrance, and this was only 2 years ago. My memory is trash, but like, it looks really cool. I don't even remember the match, guys. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. So just gonna give a C. Basic. It was cool, but like not memorable enough. Next up, this is The Fiend. The picture is actually really dope. I found that on WWE's website. Number 6, WrestleMania 37 against Randy Orton. I am not happy with the outcome of this match. I feel like a lot of people weren't, but you can kind of see it in the corner. The box, the big, they got the Jack in the Box. That's what they're called. Just, that's how he came out. And then he jumped off. The match started. The Fiend in Bray Wyatt's mind was so unmatched. Nobody's seen a giant ass Jack in the Box in or by the ring before. And it was so cool to look at. I'm going to give this one, quite honestly, I'm giving it a B. Yeah, I'm going to give it a B. Next up, Ric Flair retirement match. This is number 22 from WrestleMania 24. This was his quote-unquote retirement match, because he didn't fucking stay retired. Because they never do. They lie. They lie all the time. Typical Flair fashion, robe, pyro. They made it like a little flashier because it was his last match. Nothing too crazy here. So he's just getting a C for me. I'll be honest, the match outweighs the performance. That was the whole I'm sorry I love you with Shawn. So I don't know. That's just some pyro and a robe. That's really it. That's all he had. Next up, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 12. This is number 1 on WWE's list. Number 1. This was him coming down on the zip line. I believe this was the match with Brett. But it was a really cool entrance and has not really been attempted since Mania. I'm not counting Logan Paul's because that was... But it was a really cool entrance and memorable. And it's number 1 on their list. Yeah, you get an S, Shawn. S for Shawn. When you ask people about WrestleMania entrances, 9 out of 10 people will include that one in their personal top 10. So it's kind of hard not to put it at an S, and I like it a lot. Shawn Michaels here. Also on WWE's list at number 20. WrestleMania 25, this was when Shawn descended from the heavens and Taker rose from hell. So freaking cool. Again, it's like Alexa's, except different, if that makes sense. There was the theme behind it. He needed to conquer Taker. This was him and Taker's first match. And again, you ask people WrestleMania entrances, that's probably in their top 10. So, Shawn going 2 for 2. S. I might bump 12 down to A. Yeah. Okay, I lied. WrestleMania 12 is going to be an A. But WrestleMania 25 will stay an S. God, this is going to make people so mad. Next up, we got JBL. This was when WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. This is number 29 on their list. Came out in his limo. Police escort. He was champion at the time. I don't know why this made their top 30. I'm going to be honest. I'm giving it a D. He just came out with, I mean, it was typical Hollywood with like the presidential police brigade. From that same WrestleMania 21, this is number 27. This is a little higher up. This is Kane. This is also from the first Money in the Bank ladder match. I will be honest, not a big fan of Glenn Jacobs. Kane is the character, pretty okay. Glenn Jacobs is the human being. No, we don't fuck with him. But the ladders being on fire is pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. I see why he was ranked higher than JBL, because it is cooler than JBL's. I mean, ladders being on fire, that gets a B. I like fire. And that's a lot of ladders being on fire, if I do say so myself. Next up, I don't know why this is also included. This is Miz and Morrison from WrestleMania 37. God. This was just, I just remember being like, I wonder if one of them is Adam Rose. That's all I remember from this. And they were rapping, and it was weird. Like, points for creativity, quotes. Points for getting all of those bunny costumes, because that's a lot of bunny costumes. And it's almost Easter. Happy Easter, guys. But this is also getting a D. This was, I get it, Bad Bunny playing off of that, but you guys, Shinsuke motherfucking Nakamura getting played out by Nikki Strauss. at WrestleMania 34. This was number 10 on their list. It's... Listen, she's one of the best guitarists ever, female or male. And that theme, like, before Cody's was iconic, Knox was iconic, still is. And they're in New Orleans. Like, oh, that stage was beautiful too. I wonder what the Mania stage is going to look like this year. I'm so intrigued. But anyways, not get a B for now. I might change it. I might bump it up. Because it was a live performance, but she absolutely killed it because women. And she's dope. So it's going to get a B for now. Might get bumped up. Next. One of the better entrances that we've ever seen. It's the New Day. Kofi, Xavier, Big E. WrestleMania 32. This was number 7 on WWE's list. As you can see behind them, the big box of Bootios that was standing upright, and then they tipped over with them inside, Bootio spilling on the side, like Dragon Ball Z characters. Mind you, I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, so this hit a little harder for people who have, and big fans of it. I still appreciate it. It's still one of the coolest entrances I've ever seen. To this day, New Day rocks at an S. Because, again, when you ask people about entrances, that gets included. Because it is unique. It is different. Nobody's seen a giant box of cereal before. Like, come on. Next, we have Rhythm and Blues. Now, this was number 26 on WWE's list. That's Honky Tonk Man, that's Jimmy Hart, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know who the other person is. But to my knowledge, this is the first time someone's driven a car to the ring for WrestleMania. I mean, that was early on, so I would assume so. And Jimmy Hart holding up the gold record. Honky Tonk Man, I don't know what this match was. Again, don't know much about the earlier WrestleManias. It's kind of cool, though. Nothing too crazy. It was the first of its kind. I'll give it a C. Just based off of everything else that there is. It's still really cool and was the first of its kind, but to me, it's not like up there, you know? Next, we have Dwayne The Rock Johnson coming back to WrestleMania 32. 32, this is when he, as you can see, he had the fire gun and that, his name written, and then that got on fire and his name was just on fire. If you, like, take out, like, again, I took out Cody coming back, and it was just a lot of pyro. This is kind of in the same vein, except he had a gun with fire on it. So if I put Cody, it'd be... Rock's probably going to get the same thing. Rock's just going to get a B. It's memorable, but not, like, super memorable, or, like, my favorite. So it's going to get B. Next, Seth freaking Rollins. This is WrestleMania 33. This was the Kingslayer one. I personally liked the White Walker one. I couldn't find a good picture for it. I think that was the IC triple threat match. I think possibly the following year. But this one, he, like, put the torch down and then it lit up the whole long ass entrance ramp. And then, like, he had the match with Triple H. He just looks crazy cool. It's getting an A. Specifically because when he touches the torch down and it lights it the whole way. And then I'm pretty sure he gets fire pyro with it, from what I remember. Next up, returning at WrestleMania 38. He's down here somewhere. 16. 38, obviously, when Stone Cold came back. Nobody expected him to come back. The glass shatter, the quad, because he's got bad knees. As someone with bad knees, I get it. The pop was crazy. Like we knew he was gonna have the match, but like, did we really know he was gonna have the match? That's up there, you know. Stone Cold coming back first time and to wrestle, and I don't remember how many years off the top of my head. I think it gets an A because then he had one of the coolest matches with KO, night 1, I believe. Now we're into some Undertaker entrances. I know these are what people wanted. This one is on their list somewhere. Number 15. This is right above Stone Cold's. This is WrestleMania 14. But the torches, he looks like he belongs in a Hot Topic, and I love that personally because I love Hot Topic. He looks like he runs the Hot Topic, actually. He's so imposing. And it's really cool to see. And again, simple enough, not bad. But he does have better entrances. Personally speaking, of course. So this one is gonna get B. Again, not too crazy, but not the worst. Like sometimes he just walks, and that's it. Like this one had a little pizzazz to it. We only got 4 left. Next up, Undertaker again. Who would have guessed? Not I. Not I. This one is number 3 on the list. This was the end of an era's match, I believe. Just look how cool. Look, that alone is intimidating and scary and awesome. The hands reaching out, the smoke, the silhouette of Undertaker. It's so dope and it's so cool. It's gonna get an S. That S tier is looking insane, by the way. I will run over the whole thing once I'm done. Triple H's live performance, Motorhead. This would have been WrestleMania 21. Again, live performance itself, hit or miss. Some performances are really good. Like I said, Knock being played out was great. This, I think it's going to get a C. Triple H fans are going to be so mad. King of Kings with Sasha, Charlotte, and Alexa being the Triple H king. I don't know what they were like supposed to be, because he was like a king and they're like his servants, I guess. I don't know. The context is very strange. Anyways, this was number 5 on WWE's list. WrestleMania 30. It is a really cool entrance. Like, he had the throne. That headpiece itself is crazy. The cape, having the girlies. Like, I love that you can tell the front one is Alexa because her hair is dyed blue at the bottom. That must have been when she was in NXT as a face. Holy shit, that's crazy to think about. So long ago. 10 years ago. No shit. I just put 2 and 2 together. Those 10 years ago. But this one's cool. You know, just having the girlies. And I don't even, who did he face at 30? I don't even remember. I think this one's gonna get an A. I'm gonna give this one an A. And our final one, Trips and Steph, the hungry couple, the happy couple, from WrestleMania 34. The motorcycles was really cool. Like, she looks crazy up there. She looks like a queen to the king. It's the King of Kings right there, guys, in case you didn't know. This one was cool. They had like the motorcycles behind them too. I don't know if I like this one more or less, or maybe equal to this one. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think it's gonna get the same grade as, yeah, it's gonna get the same grade. Our final tier list here, we have both of Bianca's entrances from 38 and 39, Shawn from 25, New Day's Boodio entrance, and Taker at the hands, all S. Then Benito from 37, Cena, all of John Cena's, so 21, 23, 25, 36. Shawn from 12, Rollins from 33, Steve Austin from 38, Trips from 30, and Trips and Steph from 34. I'm doing my best to remember these numbers without looking at them, so please bear with me. Alexa Bliss, Big Time Bex from 38, I remember that. Charlotte, even though for some reason it got cut off here, at 35. Cody at 38. Fiend at 37. Kane at 21. Knock at 34. Dwayne at 32, 33. I'm trying not to look at the list again. One of those. And then Taker from 14. That's our B list. Our B list here. Our C list, we got Andre at WrestleMania 3, Edge at 37, 38. I don't remember which one. No, that would have been, was Edge at WrestleMania last year? No, so this one at 37. Jesus. Flair at 20 something. His retirement. So 24. Rhythm and Blues from WrestleMania 6. Triple H's live entrance from 21. That's our C tier. And then, yes, we do have some in our D tier. JBL from 21 and Miz and Morrison from WrestleMania 37. Because we didn't need that. You know, we didn't need that. That has been my personal WrestleMania tier list. The WrestleMania entrances tier list, let me specify. Again, the majority of those are on WWE's list. Do you agree with them? Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and watching me struggle trying to figure out tier lists and sharing the screen. That's why you like me. That's why you stick around. It's because you like me for my flaws, and that's all that matters. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me your favorite WrestleMania entrances. Where would you rank these? S, A, B, C, D? Do you think any need to be lower than they are? Tell me how wrong I am. I'm going to try and do more just YouTube-based things like this kind of going forward after WrestleMania. There will be a Mania vlog out as well once I come back home, because it's going to be too hard to edit it because I won't have this laptop. So expect some stuff there in about 3 weeks. Until then, bye-bye.